Hey YouTube friends, it is Wednesday afternoon. You know, when I made my video this morning, I may have said it was Tuesday. I don't know, but it's Wednesday. It's because I didn't go to work for 2 days, so I'm all messed up. Anyway, I'm heading home. Just had some things I wanted to talk about a little bit. And, one of my subscribers, I talked to her a little bit. We're trying to do this potato diet together, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just taking it one day at a time and just trying to change my eating habits using potato as my main source, and then I'll have some vegetables as well. So today I've done okay. I mean, I've just had potatoes. So tonight I'm going out to eat with my daughter before Bible class, so I will get probably some broccoli, and they've got some roasted potatoes, I think. I thought about getting potato skins with no cheese on it. I don't know. So we'll see what I feel like then. But one thing is talking to other people and other subscribers. We all have a story, you know. As you get to know somebody, you start sharing a little bit more about yourself, and then they share more about themselves as well, and we all have this story, and we all have I don't know if you want to call them burdens or scars or things that we've had to go through in life, whether they were good or bad or whatever. We've made it this far, and I try to remember that with people, is that everybody has a story, and hopefully it helps us have compassion for people and sympathy for people. But I also know that sometimes it's hard to have sympathy and compassion for somebody where you see they're not really trying to help themselves, and they keep making the same mistake over and over, and you're like, and you try to give them advice or say don't do this or don't do that, and that wouldn't happen. And sometimes they have to learn for themselves. But to me, as a human and not being God, it's hard sometimes to be compassionate toward them, and when you can see them destroying their lives, and maybe you've been through something similar to what they're going through in their life, and you're like, you don't have to go through it like that. There's other ways. But anyway, and all that to say that I really think it's important to have a Christian fellowship, or maybe you don't want to call it Christian, but a fellowship of people who will help you. And I've moved a lot. I have lived in a lot of states, and even when I was married, we moved a lot. And I mean, not like every 2 years, but every 5 to 7 years or less, we would move. And I grew up going to church on Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday nights, and involved in whatever activities in between. And so that's a habit that's been within me. Now, it's not to say that I go every Sunday and every Sunday night and every Wednesday night, because I don't. And like on Wednesday nights, I go because my daughter goes to her teen thing, but I've stopped going to the ladies' class for a while. Sometimes you just need a break from it. I like to visit with people, but sometimes I don't feel strong enough to do that, if that makes any sense. I'd rather just be by myself. And I think there's a lot in that too, just working on your relationship with God, by yourself with God. I think that's good too. But I wanted to talk about the benefits of a church family. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be like going to a building church, but if you have a group of Christian friends, or I guess I use the word Christian, but it could just be a group of friends. You have common beliefs, and you believe in goodness and loving each other, and doing the right thing. It's so important to have that. And this is my journey that I'm sharing, and so that's why I talk about going to church, because it's something that I do. And but it has also helped me in so many ways. It has helped me. And so when I go to church regularly and faithfully, what that does is it makes connections, and you make relationships with people. Some people I might be really close to, others I just know them. The church I've been going to now, it's probably been since 2011. It's about 8 years. So yeah, I'm going to know a lot of people, and like I said, I'm close to some and not so much to others, but I know them. And so when I'm going through something, people will usually know. And the church that I go to is really good at helping others who need it, especially those of us that are single, and divorced, and or widowed or whatever. They try to reach out to people who need help. And honestly, it's because of that I've made it as well as I have through this whole divorce life. Without God and my church family, I don't know where I would be. I honestly don't. And I'm so thankful for it, and I'm thankful for the people that God has put in my life that have shown love and compassion to me. There's one couple that, I tell you what, they'll help me at the drop of a hat. They're like, what do you need? And I'm not saying they give me money or anything. It's not that. It's they'll help me move. They'll come over, help me pack. If I need, when I had my surgery, they came over a couple times, brought food, and I just see the love of God in them, and I think that is so cool. When I see that in others and it's being given to me, that is very cool. And my prayer is that I can give it to others. And I don't think I'm very good at it yet. I think it's something I work on to try and get better at, and to ask for opportunities to be able to show God's love to others, so they know they're not alone in this world. All the hurt that they're going through, there's something out there that can help them and bring them peace. And I believe God does that through us, and to help others. But one of my subscribers shared that she crochets and makes blankets for foster children, and I was so excited about that. I think that is so cool. And it's just one way to share God's love with others, and it just makes me happy to see that being done. And I hope one day I can get really good at it and more purposeful. Like I said, just be purposeful about it, and it will make a difference. Just to be kind and to love each other, and to understand that we all have a story. We all have hurts that we've been through. We may be hurting that day. That's why we're grouchy, or maybe we accidentally cut you off on the road because our mind was not on driving. It was on anything but driving. And but we're driving because we're trying to get home, but we're hurting and thinking about so many other different things, and that's just it. That's what I was thinking, even when I do the DoorDash and Postmates and stuff. Of course, those companies do not pay you very well, and so most of your money comes from tips. It's what the people tip you, not what the company's paying you to deliver the food. And so what I have noticed is that if I go to a lower income area, and you can tell by the houses versus the huge houses. I mean, Nashville has a lot of money, and I'm not even delivering in Nashville, but I drive through some rich areas on my way home. And let me tell you, these houses are humongous. So when I do deliveries, I remember one time I got a $10 tip, and this sun is really bright. So when I made the delivery, it was to a nice big house, and you know, people who could afford to give a $10 tip. And I've made a delivery to someone who lived in a trailer home, a trailer park, which, you know what, that's what I'm looking for when I go to Florida, because I need inexpensive living. You know, and those people, they may be barely scraping by and living paycheck to paycheck, and just blessed enough that they were able to get some food. You know, maybe it was a mom or baby sleeping and she's hungry, and she just wants something to eat, and she may not have the money to tip. She may have just barely had enough money to buy the food, and I have to think about that when I'm making those deliveries. And I just hope the people, you know, enjoy the food and that it gets there okay. And if they can tip me, that's great. And if they can't, then that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I don't know their story. I certainly don't have time enough to sit and talk to them about it. Sometimes you can pick up on little things, but I don't know. I just hope that they're okay, and I'm thankful they were able to get some food for themselves, because, you know, it is a nice treat when we can order out and not have to cook and just relax and eat it. And if you can't tip, then you can't tip, because what I do hope is that it kind of balances out, that those who do have the money will tip, and because they have it, and that makes up for those that don't. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, and I just wanted to talk about having that family outside your blood family. Of course, I'm adopted, but you know what I'm saying. A family of people that when things go wrong in your life, they know it and they're right there to help you. And however they can help you, whether it's with food or money, or, you know, helping you fix a car, or whatever they do for you, clean your house. Excuse me. I think we need more people like that, sharing kindness and love. So y'all be blessed. Thanks for watching.